In this video, I will go through the process of setting up a Pearl control system from Link4. Here we have a controller module. We have two output module, one output module, two output module, and then I'm going to slide it over. We also have a input module here, and then we have an ADI-SM sensor on COM1. We have an I2C sensor here on this input module. This side we have a DTH sensor that is connected to COM2. This is COM2. We have two COM ports here, COM1, COM2. So we have a COM module in COM1, another COM module in COM2. And we have power coming in and Ethernet coming in. Okay, so right now in this video, the Ethernet is not connected, but I'm going to go through the process of setting up this Pearl control system locally. So first, you want to scan the Modbus. Right now, this control module does not recognize any of the expansion module yet. So in order to scan it, you go to menu, system setup, go into scan move. So we have COM1 and COM2. COM1's here, but even though nothing connected, COM1 also go to this on the L bus behind this module. There's a back plane running back there. So COM1 goes here, and then the input module and the ADI-SM is also on COM1. So let's scan COM1 first. Here's the address. I'm just gonna go, you can scan different address range. So I'm just gonna scan the whole thing. Okay, you highlight 0 to 255 and then you move the cursor to scan. And then I press scan and they run through, you find one, and then go through. The rest is on 128 and onward. So what you see here is the ADI-SM, it found it. It's on address 10. That number one is COM1, address 10. This is the unique ID for the ADI-SM. And then this right here reference the ADI-SM. Okay, it found another board on 129 and found three more boards. Right, this is again unique ID, and this is the 5 input module. Okay, and if I go down here, I must go right here. You see that it scanned one more, 134, 135. Okay, I'm gonna go back up to here and finish. So I'm gonna go to COM2. Now COM2, I'm just gonna scan this range because I know it's in that range. I hit scan. And you see the light flickering up here, right? So it found one module, right? And that's this sensor here. Yeah, so I could stop here, but I'm just gonna let it go all the way through. Okay, so finish. So escape. This is back key here to go back, go back, go back, and go back. Okay, so it found all the module. Yeah, you can see the light flickering here is communicating the 5 module, 5 out of 5. It found them all. Okay, so now I'm gonna have to set up the input. So the way to do that is, let me go back to here. Right, so you see these different sensors and position. The first unit, ADI-SM, that's board 1, and then the 5 input is board 2. So basically the ADI-SM, which is connected to here, that's ADI-SM, that's board 1. And then this module here is board 2 here. Okay, and then 3, 4, and then on COM2 we have the DTH, that's 5. Okay, so slide it back here. I'm gonna go down to setup input. Okay, so inside temp. Now that's the ADI-SM, which is the sensor module. Okay, I'm gonna set the ADI-SM sensor module. The sensor module has temperature, humidity, and CO2. Okay. I'm going to go down to the output, which is I'm going to map it to this module here. And I believe that was on DTH5. Okay, that was the last board. Okay, so I'm going to go back. You see now it has inside temp, inside humidity, outside temp, outside humidity, CO2. So we noticed on the last unit, there was a backup sensor on I2C. So I will go set that up as well. Set up input. So I'm going to page down until I find a backup sensor. It's toward the bottom here. You can see there's a lot of different choices, but backup sensor. Okay, that was on the input module, which was board 2. Okay, so I'm going to go right. You see all the sensor here. Now you see the backup sensor. Okay. Now the thing left to do is set up the outputs, right? So you go here, go down to program equipment, channel 1, select equipment type. So I'm going to select an on-off, which is very typical. I'll name it. Let's say fan. I don't know, fan 1. Okay. And you can set the stage in which you want the fan to come on. Let's say that. Okay. So actually I'm on cool 6. So it's quite warm here. Let me set cool 6. Right, it needs to be on the cool 6. Okay, so let's say I don't, this fan, I don't want it in heater, I don't want it in that. Okay, so see output 1, the fan came on. Okay, let me set it for, let me change the toggle switches here to, I'm gonna go to program, I'm gonna go, so this is 8, so that's 9, 10, let's go to 10. Okay, channel 10. Okay, you see that came on over here with the like glare. It's hard to see, but it was on, and then we go right here, on and on. Okay, so this is how you set up. We set up the input, and we set up the output for the Pearl control module.